I'm sitting by the fucking gate, okay? I'm waiting for my plane to board. I might have borrowed an edible from my friend Hoover because I was like, you know what? It's a long flight. I'd love to just kind of sleep through it. So I take the edible and I'm sitting there. I got to my gate early and I was just kind of like waiting for it to hit. And you know, it does hit because that's what edibles do. Basically, they eventually will have an effect on you. And I was sitting there looking at my phone, not realizing I was like this. I was looking at my phone like this because I was getting clapped, okay? The edible was like completely fucking clapping me. And I was looking at my phone and I tweeted out that fucking stupid ass like, oh, the Zaza got my pussy quivering at the airport or some shit. And then one of you people, somebody tweets at me, is like, oh my god, so that was you that I saw. Do you see me? I'm waving at you right now. I'm like 10 feet away. Do you see me? My fucking, like, my heart started beating so fast because I was like, dude, I've been hunched over like a fucking gremlin and I can't feel my legs. And like, there's someone that's staring at me right now and they've been staring at me for like God knows how long. I was just like, holy fucking shit. But you know what I did? I tried to do the good person thing, okay? I said in my mind, I'm not really in the mood for this, but you know what? I'm gonna be a nice person. I'm gonna say, come up and say hello. And I'm like, and I start kind of looking around. I start like looking around the perimeter. I'm like, which one of these people looks like a gay person? I identified a couple people identified where I was like, okay, this could be them. I'm looking around and my heart was literally like, oh my fucking god. Like, I was like, dude, I should have taken the edible when I was on the plane. Like, I don't know what I was doing. Like, I was just, I looked down at my phone. I'm like, if this person's 10 feet away from me, which by the way, I forgot like how ridiculously close 10 feet would be. If they were 10 feet away from me, I would have seen them immediately because 10 feet is not a lot of feet. All right. What are you talking about? Why would you bring Zaza into the airport? Because you can. LAX lets you bring weed through the security. Look it up. Anyways. And then I look down at my phone and this person says, oh no, I was just kidding. Ha ha ha. And then they fucking quote tweeted me and they said, oh, I bet his ass was like looking around and shit. Like, that's evil. That's not funny. It's not funny. It's evil. I try to do something nice for a fan, and it's like middle school. All right, it's like middle school all over again. All right, it's evil is what it is. I'm laughing so hard right now. You know, I'm glad that a terrible experience, what was for me, can bring joy to millions around the earth. Was it Ellie Kimmy? Also, someone said stop ignoring their apology, and Ellie Kimmy just resubbed and said, you're mad. Does this look like someone that has any sort of fucking sympathy for what they did? It was terrible, okay? It was actually... I don't like when my viewers read me that well. I don't like when I get psychoanalyzed. Oh, his ass was probably looking around and shit. Of course I was, okay? You say, oh, do you see me? I'm 10 feet away, I'm waving at you. Of course I fucking looked around. Like, what am I supposed to do? It's fucked up. I honestly did not realize 10 feet away was so close. Cause I like, after it all happened, I was like, wait a minute, 10 feet. I'm like 6'1". That's like 1.5 me's. Like if I laid on the floor, that would be like 1.5 actualities. You know, I'm like a pretty tall guy, but it's not that far, realistically speaking. And also like the thing was, because I was hunched over like this, my fear was that they've taken a picture of me, and now for the next like 6 years of my life, I'm gonna have to stare at this picture of me where I'm fucking hunched over, looking like I fucking had a cardiac arrest and passed out. Just because I took an edible too fucking early at the airport. Like I was literally sitting there thinking about like how this is going to have long-term ramifications on my life. There's a chance that like I'll have kids and I'll see this picture on the day of my child's birth, like the bus picture. Think about that bus picture for a second, okay? I was coming home from school. I had a salad on my lap. I was just looking out the window. And here I am. It's going to be 5 years this year. 5 years later, I still look at that moment in my life. The person that took that picture is probably dead now, of like old age. I had to clarify because like I didn't want to make it seem like I put out a hit on them. You know what I mean? I didn't want to make it seem like, oh, they took a picture of me, so I had them murdered. That's not what I meant to say. Maybe I should have gone with something more wholesome, like has a job. But no, they wouldn't have a job. Now you're ignoring Ellie's apology. Where is this apology? I didn't hear the whole rant about you hating my guts till now, so I'll just apologize and never speak in here again. Thanks, man. Loved my time here. Fine by me. I'm kidding. You're fine. You're totally fine, even though you did ruin my life for like 2 weeks. Nah, I'm kidding. I'm joking. I like to joke around. I'm a wholesome little fella.